Well, hello there. Welcome to the channel. My name is James, and here at 20th and 21st Movies, we are about all things cinema. Well, my friend Huck over at Huck's Pop Culture Cafe has issued an A to Z movie challenge. And in this challenge, he has asked up those of us in the blu-Tuber community to select one movie for each letter of the alphabet, from A to Z, and also a numbered film selection. So start off with a numbered film selection and then go A to Z. Select one movie that you would pick that's in your collection that you own, that you would take with you if you were stranded on a desert island for an extended period of time. And you could only have that one film for each letter. So had a lot of fun with this challenge. Huck, thanks for issuing this challenge. You get up to 5 cheats. Now I think in my list here of 27 films, I've only exhausted 2 of my cheats. So have some cheats to spare, but I really do appreciate Huck for issuing this challenge. And definitely check out Huck's channel. I put a link to his channel in the description below. He has some awesome content on his channel, including some very interesting Spirit Halloween videos. So go check those out. But without any further ado, let's go through my list of titles. So I'm going to start off with the top with my numbered selection. And this is a no-brainer for me. This was a very easy one to pick. It is Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, one of the greatest films of all time. This is on 4K Ultra HD, and I absolutely love this edition. This is the J card, of course. And there's a J card. Yeah, and you take the J card off, you have this nice visual, beautiful. But yeah, this is one of the great films of all time and one of the great films from director Stanley Kubrick. Very easy selection for me. There's a lot of numbered films, but this was a no-brainer to pick that one. The next one is a film from one of my favorite directors of all time, Billy Wilder, and it stars Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, and Fred MacMurray. It is The Apartment from 1960. This is the Kino Lorber 4K that came out a few months ago. It is fantastic. If you have not seen this film, stop whatever you're doing, stop this video and go. No, I'm just kidding. Don't stop this video. Keep watching this to the end because I haven't got the Z yet. But when you're done with that, watch The Apartment. It's a great film. Highly recommended. Some of the best writing you'll see in any movie. The next film is a film that's one of my favorites in the Criterion Collection. I recently did a live review of this new 4K edition of Blowout. So that's my B selection. This is a great film. Brian De Palma, John Travolta, Nancy Allen, John Lithgow. Awesome. Go check out my live review of Blowout. Such a great film, and I love the Criterion edition. And this 4K looks very nice. For C, another Brian De Palma film starring John Travolta's in this one as well as Nancy Allen and Sissy Spacek, and it's Carrie, the original Carrie movie from 1976. This is my C selection. There is a new edition of Carrie that came out, I think, in 2013, starring Chloe Grace Moretz. That's also pretty good, and Julianne Moore. But of course, you can't beat the original Carrie starring Sissy Spacek and Piper Laurie in just an amazing performance. Carrie. My selection for the letter D is Double Indemnity, another Billy Wilder film. Just fantastic. Fred MacMurray, Barbara Stanwyck, Edward G. Robinson. Absolute cinematic gold. Some of the best writing you will see in any film, period. This film is from 1944, and it is one of Billy Wilder's best films. It is the Mac Daddy, granddaddy of film noir, Double Indemnity. Letter E, my boy Denzel, my man, Equalizer. I love this film. Equalizer 2, also good. Equalizer 3, I think, is coming out in next year, I think. So we shall see. For the letter F, we have the Coen brothers. The first of 2 entries for the Coen brothers in my selection of 27 films. This is Fargo, starring Frances McDormand. This movie is absolutely fantastic. William H. Macy is brilliant in this. This is a great film. Highly recommend it. If you haven't seen Fargo, please watch it. My G selection is, of course, Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele, who else? Get Out. Great film. Love this movie. Love this film. So good. I have not got the 4K of this film yet. I've not upgraded, but this is my Blu-ray. You know, some films, even though I may love the film, I'm not really compelled to necessarily upgrade to 4K immediately. And then there's others that I have to immediately upgrade. It just depends on the actual title. So the next film is this film here by John Carpenter, Halloween. Amazing, amazing film. Love this film. 1978, Jamie Lee Curtis, doesn't get any better than that. For I, Sidney Poitier in The Heat of the Night. This is the Kino Lorber edition in 4K, and it also features the two sequels, They Call Me Mr. Tibbs and The Organization, so this is a great addition. I also have the Criterion of In the Heat of the Night, so I feel like I now have a complete set for this film. And I guess one of my cheats will be that I would take both of these with me to that desert island. So, all right, the next selection is for Jay, and it's John Wick, starring Keanu Reeves. Amazing film, love this movie. So cool, so cool. For K, all right, I am gonna go with this film here, The Killing. I could have gone with Kill Bill, Volume 1 and Volume 2 and used a cheat on that, but I'm gonna go with Stanley Kubrick's The Killing for this one. Great film, starring Sterling Hayden. For L, I am gonna use a film, pull a film from Abbas Kiarostami, the brilliant Iranian director, and it's like Someone in Love. Such a beautiful film. Beautiful film. Very, very good film. Love this movie. This is Spine 708 in the Criterion Collection. For the letter M, absolute no-brainer for me. This is the one film that I would take with me. It's a film that I hope gets a Criterion Collection 4K upgrade soon, and it is the Haskell Wexler film starring Robert Forster and Verna Bloom. It is Medium Cool. Folks, this is one of the best Criterion Collection editions in my collection. I love this, up there with Blowout, up there with Thief, Seven Samurai. I love this film. It deals with basically America, the United States in 1968. America was on fire. There was so much going on in this year, in this particular year in American history, between political upheaval, social change, a lot going on. And this film takes place in Chicago in 1968. During the Democratic National Convention. Robert Forster is brilliant. Verna Bloom is wonderful in her character. There's a young child actor who plays in this movie whose story after this film is very fascinating. That's covered in the special features, but I highly recommend this from the brilliant Haskell Wexler. The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. Medium Cool. For N, this is an absolute no-brainer. Another Coen Brothers film. What other film than No Country for Old Men? This, absolutely, there is no other. This is the one that I would pick. And this is one that desperately needs a 4K. So sometime, please, in the near future, someone, Criterion, Kino Lorber, somebody, release this on 4K, please. No Country for Old Men. For O, I am gonna go with Office Space. Funny film, brilliant if you happen to work in an office environment. And even if you don't, this is a great, great film. It's so funny, brilliant, Office Space. All right, for P, this is difficult because as I sit here filming this right now, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I think I might end up switching out P, but I'm gonna go with Play Misty for me, okay? I was thinking about, do I switch it out for Parasite? But you know what? I'm gonna roll with Play Misty for me. This is Clint Eastwood's first directing outing. So this is his directorial debut, and it's brilliant. So fantastic. Brilliant film. All right, here's another cheat here. For the letter Q, I don't think I have a single film in my collection that starts with Q. I don't think. So my cheat is I'm going to go with a title that sounds like it starts with Q, but it actually starts with a K. So that's my cheat, and that is Qui-Gon. This is the Criterion Collection release of the film Qui-Gon, and it is a fantastic film. It's like a horror type film from Masaki Kobayashi. It is spine number 90 in the collection, and it is from 1965, and it is a fantastic, fantastic film. Qui-Gon. So that's my cheat. For R, I'm gonna go to Austria, Germany area of Europe. And I'm going to go with a film from Gut Spillman that I've talked about on this channel. Brilliant film that I highly recommend. It's called Revanche. This is my R selection. Love this film by Gut Spillman. For S, I'm going to go with a film from a director that I have just a tremendous amount of respect for. And this is, of course, director Denis Villeneuve, who recently did Dune last year. This is Sicario, starring Benicio del Toro, Emily Blunt, and Josh Brolin, who also, of course, stars in No Country for Old Men and is also one of our favorite supervillains, Thanos. So this is Sicario. Love this film. Beautiful film. And I mean, technically, this is a great film. The 4K looks great. The sound is absolutely fantastic. I think this is, well, it's actually Dolby Atmos on this 4K. So I don't have Atmos, but I get that 7.1, surround channels. Love it. Here's another cheat. This is a film that is from the Columbia Classics Volume 2 set. It is my number T selection, and it is Taxi Driver. Now, I technically didn't have to cheat because I have a previous Blu-ray edition that's standalone, but this is the 4K from the Columbia Classics Volume 2 set. It is brilliant. This film is so fantastic. The 1976 film, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Robert De Niro, Sybil Shepherd. You have Albert Brooks in this film. Jodie Foster's in this film. This is an amazing, amazing film. Robert De Niro is a taxi driver. He is a former, military man. He's a taxi driver, and he has issues. And the way that this film unfolds in this character study of this man is just amazing. You have to see this film, Taxi Driver. And there's no better way to experience it than on this 4K, because this 4K looks phenomenal. I love Taxi Driver. For you, there's really no other film I could go with other than this amazing film from Clint Eastwood, Unforgiven. So good, such a great film. I love this Western. I still have the Walmart sticker on here. But yeah, I've had this for a number of years. Great film. I have not upgraded this to 4K yet, but at some point I will. Quick note, going back to Taxi Driver. This is the slip from the set, but I love this art here. Beautiful, love it. Fantastic. For V, we're going back to the Criterion Collection, and this is a title that is coming out on 4K pretty soon that I believe I pre-ordered, and it is David Cronenberg's Videodrome. This is a great film from 1983, just fantastic. It's like body horror, David Cronenberg, action going on. This is a film from Henri Georges Clouzot that is my W selection, and it is from 1953, and it is The Wages of Fear. Henri Georges Clouzot also directed a wonderful film called Diabolique that's also in the Criterion Collection. The Wages of Fear is spy number 36, and it is a fantastic film. It comes in at 147 minutes. Great, great film. Highly recommended. All right, for the letter X, this is similar to Q in that I think this is the only title in my collection that I have under the letter X. I could be wrong, but I think this might be the only one, and that is the only reason why I chose X-Men Origins Wolverine, okay? Because I don't particularly care for this film very much. It's just okay, but it makes it to the desert island by the simple fact that it's the only film that I know of that is X in my collection. So X-Men Origins Wolverine. Let me know in the comment section if you're a fan of that film or not. 2 more to go. My Y selection is another fantastic addition from Criterion, and it is Young Mr. Lincoln. This film is just a fantastic film. This is a John Ford movie starring Henry Fonda. It's from 1939. And this stars Henry Fonda playing Abraham Lincoln before he became president. And it's just a fantastic portrayal of one of the legendary figures in US history, Abraham Lincoln, before he became president. So this is just a great, great film. Before he became president, he was a lawyer. And so this is just a great, great movie. Really enjoy it. It comes in at 100 minutes. It's in black and white. It's from 1939, and it's fantastic. And if you look on the inside here, check out this disc art and the little booklet here. Fantastic stuff. Spine number 320 in the Criterion Collection, and it's great. All right, the last title here. Here we go with the last title. My Z title is from famous director Catherine Bigelow, the Academy Award winning director of The Hurt Locker. She also created an equally amazing film in Zero Dark 30. So this is Zero Dark 30 from Catherine Bigelow. Amazing film, highly recommended. Just it chronicles the greatest manhunt in U.S. history, basically the quest to find and take out Osama bin Laden. Just a great film. Highly recommend this title to add to your collection. So this is my crazy stack of films in this A to Z movie challenge. Don't drop them. So let me know in the comments section below. What do you think about these films? How many of these films do you have in your collection? What selections would you make for each of the letters in this alphabet A to Z? What are the films that you would take to a desert island with you? Let me know that in the comment section below. And again, one last thanks to Huck for this challenge. It's a lot of fun. But everybody have a great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time at the movies. Peace.